Yo, what's up guys? So I wanted to do this video on the Legion champ system because we do think the system is coming to GMS soon. If you look actually here, our current events end on August 26th. So that means we should be getting the Legion champ system on August 27th. So I wanted to do this video on when you should start focusing on your Legion champs and what the most optimal way to do so is. Because this new system will give us quite a bit of damage, so I think it's very worth focusing on, specifically in the endgame. Now before starting the Legion champ system or even working on it, I would say you want your main character to be established already on your account. And by established, I mean on your main, have Meso and drop gear already done, and you should be level 285 bare minimum to even start this system. I would actually recommend 290, or as close to 290 as you can get. And you actually must be 8k Legion just to start the system. I would recommend being higher than 8k Legion, but you have to be 8k Legion just to start the system. After your main and Legion are established, the next thing I'd do is to optimize who you use your resources on. For example, after you hit level 285 to 290, you won't need EXP on your main as much anymore. So you can actually claim the XP vouchers and all of the XP resources from things like the Battle Pass, the Event Pass here. I would claim these advanced EXP vouchers and the Sauna tickets, and especially these Golden Tomato Punch King tickets on your Legion champ. Now the reason why you want to claim these resources on your Legion champ instead of your main is because typically it's more worth it to train on your main because your main is established already with the Meso and drop gear, and most players don't want to train multiple characters above level 260. So using this method of optimizing your resources through events is actually the way I'd recommend to progress your Legion champs. Another event going on right now is the Dave the Diver event. I definitely recommend doing this event because of the event resources that this event gives you is pretty crazy for Legion champs. I'd recommend doing this event and buying out these advanced EXP vouchers for your Legion champs. Now, if you do all the events and optimize who you give those event resources to, it makes progressing Legion champ characters significantly easier and takes way less time to do because you're claiming resources from events on these characters instead of your main. And because your main is already established, you don't need those resources on your main anymore. Another event resource to get, and you can actually get them outside of events, is frags. Now I'd highly recommend doing the epic dungeons on both your Legion champs. I would recommend working on 2 additional champs besides your main at the same time. So you can do things like High Mountain and Angler Company, because Angler Company and High Mountain both give frags for Legion champs. And if you're actively training only on your main, then these frags will come in handy way more than putting these resources on your main. Another thing that I would do is do this quest here, this daily quest, the Urda request daily, on your Legion champs instead of your main. Because when you're actively farming on your main, you get a lot of fragments just by training. And if you do this Urda request daily on your Legion champs, you get an additional 12 frags a day. Plus the epic dungeon frags every week, along with the EXP resources from all the current events going on right now. Using this method, this will make it so that progressing your Legion champs will become significantly easier, and it kind of just happens in the background instead of actively working on Legion champs. So using this method, you can get the Mesos from your main, and you could just swap the Mesos through storage onto a Legion champ. So this is my main. If I swap Mesos to my Legion champ, so you can take your Mesos out of storage on your Legion champ, and as you do your weekly bosses every week on your Legion champ, you'll get drops passively as you do your bosses every week, and you can use the Mesos from your main to Star Force the gear to get the Legion champ stronger. So all you have to do is log into your Legion champ once a week to do your weekly bosses, And that's the only time that you need to put into your Legion champ. Just do your weekly bosses, your monster park, and your epic dungeon, and you can log off and go back to your main. Using this method, Legion champs happen passively because you have your gear that you're getting from the bosses. The money is coming from your main to Star Force the gear and upgrade the gear. And the fragments are coming from events and your daily, the Urda Request daily, as well as epic dungeon. And your EXP is also happening passively through events in the game, as well as monster park and epic dungeon. So you have your EXP covered, your fragments covered, and the misos covered. Using that method, you can passively work on multiple Legion champs at the same time without having to take time away from your main. But yeah, I just wanted to do this guide because I see a lot of endgame players hard focusing on Legion champs and dumping all their time into them when you just don't have to be putting as much time in as people think. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more videos similar to this one. And yeah, take it easy guys. Peace.